Hi everyone and welcome. It's that time of year between Christmas and New Year where there's not really much going on. Work's pretty quiet at the moment through my own choice. So having flicked through social media on and off, I came across buying a new car. This is about the 5th car I think that we've bought this year, so absolutely no need for it, no real purpose. It came up, it seemed like a reasonable bargain, it seems like a good idea. When I contacted the guy, we went and had a look, and so we bought it. It's already tucked away at the back of the shed, it's already in place. We've been and picked it up today, so let's go and have a look at it. Okay, so the car has already been tucked away at the back of the shed. We have bought ourselves a Citroen Saxo VTR. This was only a cheap car. It's in reasonable condition. Paintwork is not the best. It's a little bit scabby in places. You can see that at the top. It did need jump starting, but once it was running, yeah, it seemed to run all right. There is a bit of an issue with something to do with the suspension that we need to have a look at. So inside the car, it's not necessarily the tidiest. It's got a bit of a mark there. We have already given it a little bit of a wipe down. It was really mouldy, and you can still see bits of mould all over it. So it's been stood for a good few months. Lots of rubbish in it, and it definitely needed a good clean out. And there was a few spare bits that the guy gave us with it as well. But overall, it's all right. It'll do. 103,000 miles on the clock, so it started. We had to jump start it, but once we'd done that, it ran. We did tow it all the way home, so that's why the front bumper is off, is because we couldn't get the cap off for the towing hook, so we just took the front bumper off because that was easier, so that we could then tow it home. And it's now on trickle charge because, like I said, the battery was flat. We did have to jump start it. There are a few bits that obviously need work on. We've got bits of trim missing. Some of the paint is really quite scabby. We probably won't do a huge amount with that. But on the whole, it's a fairly straight car. It's MOT'd as well, so it is ready to go. And there was, I don't think, any advisories on it last year. There is a suspension issue with it, so it does need something looking at on the front suspension that he did tell us about. So we'll get that done. But he did also give us a load of spare parts as well, so that we can then work on and getting that done. So this is our new, completely needless Saxo VTR that we are going to be doing up pretty much back to standard, I think is the plan, although I don't know. We have got some possible ideas what to do with it, but we're going to see kind of how it pans out. Like I say, it was a car we really didn't need. We've bought, I think, 5 cars maybe this year, for no real reason for a lot of them. We've not needed some of them. We've already got cars that we use on a daily basis, so this is just an extra car that we decided to buy, but it was cheap. You don't see many of them, so hopefully, don't know whether it's necessarily future classic, but hopefully it'll be okay. And it runs fine, which is the main bit. The engine and the gearbox seem absolutely fine on it. It just needs a really good clean up inside because it is mouldy. It's horrible. And it's all damp because it has got a little bit of a leak as well. So that's the plan. Get it cleaned up, get the suspension looked at, and then see where we go from there with it.